A ton of people have been asking me to do an updated video on every LEGO Star Wars set retiring at the end of 2025, as there can be significant changes from early in the year to later in the year on what's actually going to retire. And I uploaded my original video back in February. It's now late November, and so we've got a solid list on what's actually retiring. And some of it is already sold out, which effectively means it is retired, which is kind of sad. We're going to go through it all, of course, so you've got the most up-to-date list, as well as some of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, as that's just a few days away as of the recording of this video. By the way, this video is sponsored by Rakuten, and we'll talk more about them later, but you gotta know, if you sign up for them now with my link in the description below, you'll get a $50 cashback bonus on your first qualifying purchase, and that stacks with existing Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals, and of course, retiring sets you may be buying, and so you can literally get sets like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for the $153 on Target and get that $50 cashback bonus, making the set effectively $100. Yeah, link in the description. We'll talk more about them later. I want to start out with the fact that none of the sets I discussed in my original video have received an extension on their retirement date. We've seen times where sets have gotten pretty significant extensions for different reasons, like the Obi-Wan Starfighter is a great example that was extended because of the coming release of the UCS Slave 1 and the Playscale Slave 1, and it just made sense. But there's nothing like that this year, which is kind of disappointing because it's very fun, now that you've seen something like the Obi-Wan Starfighter happen, to look at some of these extended retirement dates and wonder why. So if you've seen that original video from February, nothing there has been extended. There has been an addition, which we'll get to, but I do want to talk about some of the highlights of the retiring sets and some of the best deals you can get for them right now, starting with the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. This is the only one that you can no longer buy anywhere that I could find for retail. It was a LEGO store exclusive, so Legoland would probably be your best bet if you happen to have a Legoland Discovery Center or actual Legoland near you. Those stores carry these same LEGO store exclusives, I believe, so you might still find it there. You may find it at your local LEGO store, very unlikely, but you could find it there. But basically, like a month ago, LEGO put this set on sale, and they had promos and VIP points and Rakuten cash back. Like, there were some great stacking opportunities with this one, and it sold out, of course, over the, I think it took a day or two, but it wasn't sold out like instantly or anything. Everyone that wanted an opportunity to buy one certainly had it, but it did sell out, and unless LEGO finds like another pallet of them or something, they won't be back. They won't be producing more of them. While I'm on that topic of producing more, they will be producing more of the Gingerbread AT-AT. It is also currently sold out on Lego.com. It is not a retiring at the end of 2025 set. You should know that. I've talked about it in other videos, but I want to make sure everybody knows that. It's really hard to get right now, just super popular. Everybody wants one, and therefore everyone can't have one, I guess, but Lego is making more. It is not slated to retire until I think like 2027, so you're going to have plenty of time to buy that set. Don't go buy it elsewhere right now for marked up prices. There's no reason to do that unless for some reason you are incredibly impatient. Doesn't seem worth it to me for the average consumer. So just know that that set specifically is not retiring, because I've gotten a lot of questions and concerns about that one. Another big one here that was on the original list is the UCS Razor Crest, and it's one to watch out for a really good sale on Black Friday. I think Amazon has recently had it for about $480, or maybe it was $450, and Lego.com has had it on Black Friday for I think $420, maybe it was May the 4th. Either way, they've had deep discounts on this set, and I would just expect to see one final big discount come Black Friday or Cyber Monday potentially for the Razor Crest. So I don't know anything yet. Some of these sets you're just going to see go on sale on Black Friday, and it'll be like that, and you got to keep your eyes on it. I'll post about it on my Instagram story and maybe my YouTube community tab if I can, and hopefully you'll be in luck if something you're looking for ends up going on sale. Lego.com keeps those sales kind of closely guarded, so I don't think we're going to know until Black Friday what the Black Friday sales are. Another one I know people have been waiting for a big sale on is the Coruscant Guard Gunship, and you might have missed that, unfortunately. It was $97 on Lego and Target. With Lego, they had double VIP points, promos, and of course you can stack with Rakuten cash back and your $50 cashback bonus if you're a new user that signed up with my link. But I mean, an incredible deal to be had there on the Coruscant Guard Gunship. Unfortunately, I think it is sold out at that price everywhere. I think it's still available for retail at some places, but as far as I can find online right now, as of this second, the $97 price seems to be gone. It was there for a good day and a half, so there was ample opportunity for people that were keeping an eye on it. But yeah, unfortunately, that one seems to be very much on its way out. And if you do want one at retail or below, or just below, that I can see out there, I wouldn't wait too much longer on that, because it's going to be one that's going to be sold out everywhere very soon. Now, assuming the sets you want aren't sold out, this video sponsor Rakuten is going to be of great help to you. They're the largest cashback site, partnering with over 3,500 of the biggest name brands. This includes Target, Best Buy, and of course Lego.com, plus thousands more. All you have to do is find your preferred retailer. In this case, we'll do Lego, who's currently offering up to 10% cash back. Click through and it will bring you right to their website where you'll just shop like normal. You can also download the Rakuten browser extension so that it pops up to remind you to use Rakuten anytime you visit a website that partners with them. It's important to remember that Rakuten's cash back will also stack with the deals a website like Lego is offering. So not only will you get your cash back, you'll also get those Lego VIP points, the Lego gift with purchases, and any sales and deals they're offering, plus your credit card rewards points, which in this case, you could also get the Rakuten credit card and get 4% back for using their card, which is crazy. That's better than any other credit card I have. So if you do some simple math here, you can see how things will stack really well in your favor when you use Rakuten to buy Lego really anytime, but especially during a period like this in Black Friday, where there's just insane deals already. And then it gets even crazier because if you're a new user for Rakuten and you sign up with my link in the description below, you'll get a $50 cash back bonus when you make your first qualifying purchase. So make sure you download it now with my link in the description below. I've been using it for years myself to get extra cash back when I buy Lego or anything else online, and I highly recommend it to anyone who buys things online. It's just common sense to use Rakuten when you're making a purchase to get that extra cash back. Again, link in the description below. Thank you to Rakuten, and let's get back to our retiring Lego Star Wars sets and Black Friday deals. I'm still pretty hopeful that the Ghost and Phantom 2 will see a pretty big Black Friday discount, whether it's from Lego or Amazon. Of course, it's an Amazon exclusive, so it's only going to be in those two places. But I think back on May 4th, Lego had this set for like $127, and Amazon maybe has sold it even cheaper in the past. So it's one to keep an eye out for as it's retiring. And I would not, even if you have to pay the $160, if it doesn't go on sale Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I wouldn't wait until the end of the year to go and buy that one. I would buy it for that retail price if you don't get it for cheaper by like December 1st. You know, it's just one of those sets that's going to sell out, and then people will be like, why didn't I buy that? And all of a sudden it'll be like $200 on whatnot. You know, it just is what it is sometimes. If you're an army builder, of course, the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack is a good one with those Imperial Super Commandos, great figures. And you can find this one commonly for like $17, which is pretty dang cheap for battle packs these days, which are up to $23 and $45. So $17 don't seem so bad. Don't think you're gonna get much of a better deal on that. And the set that pairs with it, of course, the Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon Battle, commonly on sale for like $24 right now. It's like 40% off, and that seems to be like the base price. There's a chance Target is gonna have this one on Black Friday for even cheaper, so I would wait for Black Friday. It has been cheaper before, and so I expect it to be cheaper, but you're still doing pretty good if you get it for $24. Just a couple more from the old list that I want to discuss here. The Onyx Cinder, I think, is a must-buy if you are a fan of the Skeleton Crew. It's retiring, and I want you to buy it if you like the set. It's a really cool set that I love. It's been on some pretty good discounts, but again, we're getting pretty late in the year where if it doesn't go on sale on Black Friday, and if it's already been clearanced out at your local stores, you're kind of cutting it close here. So I highly recommend that set, whether you can get it on discount or not. I think it is one worth buying. The other notable one is the Creative Play Droid Builder. That one is sold out on Lego.com. It was another one that was on sale when they put the Battle Pack on sale that I was talking about earlier, and it's just sold out on Lego.com. It's very unlikely to come back into stock. It is still available at Target for retail price, even though Target is lying and raising the price by $20 and then putting it on sale. Keep an eye on that sort of stuff with Target, by the way. They have gotten into some unfortunately shady practices lately with their sales, if you can call them that in some cases. They do have some very good sales from time to time, but some of them are fake sales now, which is not good. But this is one in my original video. I said I expected to see some really deep discounts come Black Friday, and some of those discounts actually came before Black Friday. Like I said with Lego.com, it was maybe $70, which was great. But it seems like Target, with their current strategy, might not actually have it on any deeper discount than retail price. You might be SOL. And so this is one that I know a lot of people want to have just because of the Young Leia minifigure, and they want to complete that 25th anniversary minifigure lineup, which, by the way, if you do end up completing it, grab my case from mnrshop.com. It's great. And I actually just remembered something. You should buy this set right now if you want it, because you cannot lose. You're not going to get it from Lego.com. It's sold out. Target's the only other place that sells it. It's $100. Buy from Target right now. Just get the set, get it done, get your Leia that you wanted, do whatever with the rest, throw it in the garbage, who cares? Target has a new policy, I think, for this year that they will price match any sale that happens within the next month, basically. If you buy something for a higher price, they'll match their lower price that they drop it to. And so if the Creative Play Droid Builder does end up going on sale within the next month or whatever from Target, you'll get that lower price if you go in and price match it, no problem. And if it sells out, and you didn't buy it, you're screwed and you don't get the set and you don't get the Leia, and then who knows, that set's going to be expensive on the secondary market, I would bet, because it's not a set that a lot of people would be investing in, so there's not going to be a lot of people selling it. There just wasn't a lot of demand for it to begin with, so Lego probably didn't make that many, and it was only a Target exclusive, so again, that lowers the amount that would be out in the world, and this is just one that I would very, very heavily caution against waiting much longer on, because you are really playing the dangerous game on having to spend more in the resale market. I almost forgot the other anniversary set that is starting to sell out everywhere is the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc pit because Lego already put it on sale on their website and it sold out on Lego. And so you're just going to see it drop from other retailers. It's another one that I would, if you want that anniversary figure, recommend not waiting for. And it's one that you can use Target's policy to your benefit on, where you can buy the set now for full price. If a discount ends up coming from Target, you can get that lower price matched. And if not, you've at least got the set for retail price, so you don't have to worry about buying it from a reseller later on. Now, there has been one big addition to the retirement list from what I talked about back in February, and that's the Boarding the Tantive 4 hallway set. This one feels like a set that could have been sold for 3 or 4 years, but they're retiring it after just a year and a half here. And it's not because it has an anniversary figure, because there are still sets with anniversary figures like the Imperial Star Destroyer and R2-D2 that will live on. But if you did want to have all the anniversary figures, and of course don't want to buy it elsewhere later for who knows how much, could still be a decent price. It could double in value. We don't know. We won't know until that happens. But over the past few days, I've been seeing it for $38.50, and this is the time to strike. 30% off. It's time to buy it. If you want it before it retires, get it now. If you're trying to army build with this set, I guess, buy it now, or buy the second one that you want to combine with the original, or whatever you want to do, get them now. Whether it's 1 or 100, the time is now. You can't wait any longer. This set's going to start to sell out everywhere too. I do not think it is one that will make it to the end of the year. Of course, all of these sets technically retire December 31st at midnight, but some of them will sell out much sooner, as we've already seen start to happen, some of them later, but I wouldn't take chances on any of them on the list if you did want to have them in your collection. And this is one that certainly, with it having an anniversary figure, even though the anniversary is a complete slop trooper, you're going to want to pick up sooner rather than later. Now, I do believe this graphic I made has every set retiring at the end of the year now, so take a screenshot and make sure you go through and get everything that you want. Whoa! I almost really messed up on this video. I realized the BrickHeadz are separate from the Star Wars sets as far as the retirement lists that I'm looking at, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader BrickHeadz is going to be retiring. The Commander Cody BrickHeadz is going to be out of here. Grab that Commander Cody. Do not miss out on that. It's relatively short-lived, of course, compared to the Obi-Wan and Vader, which came out in May of 2022. And the Revenge of the Sith BrickHeadz is going to be retiring. That just came out back in April. Revenge of the Sith BrickHeadz is currently 20% off on Lego.com. You can, of course, stack that deal with the promos and double VIP points and Rakuten cash back. So make sure you grab that Revenge of the Sith BrickHeadz. I think that one could be one that becomes particularly expensive down the line, since it has been relatively short-lived compared to a lot of these other BrickHeadz sets. But those 3 Lego Star Wars BrickHeadz sets should be retiring at the end of the year. Those I didn't talk about in the original video either. They were probably already slated to retire at the end of the year, but yeah, I totally almost missed those. I'm glad I caught it, because those are big ones that people want. Certainly Commander Cody and the Revenge of the Sith Heroes and Villains set, you know, it's still currently available, still on sale on Lego.com. So do not miss out on that. Make sure you stack it with that Rakuten cashback, which I think currently, as of the recording of this video, is 10%. So not bad. Now we're going to talk about some of the current best deals that are out there with Black Friday approaching. And we'll start with a set that is also technically retiring at the end of the year, with the 3-in-1 Clone Wars and Mandalorian gift set that you can get at Walmart for $45 right now. That's $18 off retail. It's not a bad price at all. It's probably not going to get any cheaper. It certainly could. They could have a clearance on them in stores after Christmas probably, but if you want it for 45 bucks, why not? Just definitely want to make sure you don't miss out on. I know they make a ton of these, but a lot of people buy them, and so they will eventually sell out before Christmas, very likely. You also have the Droideka, which is a set that's retiring, but I think it's a particularly good deal right now. It's $42 at a lot of stores, including Target. Just a phenomenal price for a set that's originally $65, and it's beautiful. Amazon has also been selling the Grogu with Hover Pram for $50. That's literally 50% off for what I think is one of the best sets of 2025. So definitely take advantage of that if it comes back in stock at that price. Alternatively, Walmart has been selling it for $62. Not a bad deal either, but it's also not 50% off. But yeah, you're not doing bad at $62 either. So take advantage of one of those before the deals end. Another interesting one I found on Walmart is the Darth Maul Mech and Sith Infiltrator bundle. This one is $62. It's basically 30% off retail, and they're not even selling the Sith Infiltrator on discount. It might be on discount in stores, I'm not sure, but even if it is, it's like 20% off. But 30% off the total retail on this bundle to me is a really fair price for $62. Definitely worth buying if you've been looking for both those sets, and the Sith Infiltrator is also on the retiring list, so take advantage of that before it sells out. Now, as I was gathering screenshots for this section, this bundle actually went out of stock, so that should tell you the urgency behind some of these deals. They will go fast, like literally faster than I can upload them to YouTube, but the Walmart Early Access Black Friday deals went live, and that includes $40 for the Super Star Destroyer. That's an incredible deal. That's a buy. Just get it. If you don't have it, get it. You got $50 or 10% off the UCS Jabba Sail Barge. Not horrible. You've also got about about $80 off the UCS Millennium Falcon, and we're not seeing too many deals on that set these days, so probably a good time to buy it. I think it's still supposed to retire at the end of next year, so we'll see if that ends up actually retiring for once, but that's a pretty good deal for a set that doesn't get many deals these days. There are more deals, and I think there were other deals a few minutes ago that are now gone, so I would take advantage of these as fast as possible, and unfortunately some of these may be gone by the time this video comes out. There's another LEGO Star Wars bundle on Walmart.com for 30% off with the Kylo Ren helmet and command shuttle, $98 for the pair, basically $49 each. Not too bad, probably what the retail price should have been to begin with. It looks like Walmart has a pretty good deal on the retiring TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup for $82.50. That is one that I have rarely seen on sale. It looks like some of the summer sets are seeing their normal 20% discounts, like the Slave 1 and 327th Clone Battle Pack. Again, these are normal discounts, not spurred on by any of the boycotting that may or may not have happened with some of these summer sets, but if you've been waiting for them to see some sort of discount, some of them are. The MTT and Turbo Tank, like the big ones, aren't seeing a discount. And of course, all of those discounts are going to be stackable with your Rakuten cash back, so make sure you're using that when you get any of that stuff. So that's essentially it. I wanted to give you those retiring set updates, and especially with that Tantive 4 hallway set and the BrickHeadz that we didn't talk about in the original video, some very important ones to know. And then don't forget all those Black Friday deals, everything that's going to be happening in the next few days. Some of the deals that we don't even know are going to happen yet, they are just going to pop up, and it's going to go fast sometimes. So I will try to post as soon as possible on my Instagram story and YouTube community tab. And of course, make sure you're checking for yourself and going through Rakuten when you do go to buy anything to get an even better deal than you're already getting, because there's just no reason not to use Rakuten when you're buying Lego online. Use my link in the description below, get that $50 cash back bonus. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Rakuten for sponsoring the video, and I'll see you next year in 2026 when we find out what sets are retiring in 2026.